gentlemen, please welcome the man who's even more chicken than Colonel Sanders, Craig Charles.
When I was a nipper, I remember listening to John Lennon singing Give Peace a Chance. Unfortunately, I thought you said give peas a chance. So ever since, I've been bashing the living daylights out of anyone who doesn't like Monge too. But it's hard to be a pacifist. The only peace demonstration I ever went to was so peaceful I was the only one there. And even Buddhist monks get niggled when someone nicks their razor. Which is why, on Robot Wars, we've come to a compromise. OK, there's nothing like a bit of good old-fashioned scrapping, but we let the robots do it instead. We're not stupid. Phillipa, who's in the pits?
Hello, thank you very much, Craig. Welcome to the heat with the most technology so far. I reckon these are the most stunning robots we've had so far. I'm not meant to say that, but hey, I'm saying it. This is Vercingetorix. You may remember from last year, different colour scheme. Very nice, but also monocoque construction, whatever that means. But basically it means it's got a lighter shell. They reckon they can go faster and have more weapons. Now, I'm worried that a lighter shell means it's going to just get punctured and hammered. Guys, hello?
Hello.
This is the Crusher. I don't think we've had a Crusher yet so far, but sadly, the Crusher isn't working, is it? No. With only minutes to go before you go into the arena, is it likely to be working?
At this stage, no.
No. I wanted to see the Crusher. This robot is quite fantastic. Tell me about it. Tell me what it's called. Armour Geddon.
This is Armour Geddon. It's got two separate modules on it, so it's basically two robots. This arm flicks over the top, which is our weapon, and it can spin on the spot as well.
It's absolutely fantastic feat of technology, because immobilisation is constant in Robot Wars. It's the peril of Robot Wars. If they immobilise, they've got another one. You may remember Roadblock from the last two wars. Well, in this war, the same team are back. Welcome.
Hi there.
With a new robot, the Beast of Bodmin, apparently based on the real Beast of Bodmin. It's going to stare out the opposition. It also has a couple of other pathetic weapons, but they have faith, they have confidence, that's what matters. Onslaught team are back as well. New here is this lifting mechanism, and the burnt-out motors from last year. Here they are. This is what burnt out last year. Thrown in the bin. We don't need to see those anymore. And then, okay, this robot meet Invertebrat. Now, is this called Invertebrat because it's spineless?
No.
Why is it called Invertebrat then?
Because it can go upside down and the right way up, and it's meant to invert the other robots.
Okay, so we'll hopefully see that in action. You nervous?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh, you don't need to be, don't worry. Somebody already beat you to it, and somebody was already sick in the cubicle. Just give you encouraging words. You remember the wizard from last war? Well, here is the witch. They've been at it again, and look at you. You just look fantastic. Look at her. Where are we going now? We're going over here. Everyone's moving around. Will you all stop moving around? This is Terropin. Terropin. Get it? This little face, look. Very cute. I've been reliably informed that there's a whoopee cushion in there, so if you hear strange noises, it's not the driver, it's the robot. But also the shell rises up and down. So there's a lot to see in this heat. Johnathan.
This is how they line up. Phillipa, Onslaught, back to give us a lift then. Armour Geddon, a revelation in weaponry. Will Crusher line up at all? Against Beast of Bodmin, the former champs. Vercingetorix with its go-faster bluebird speed. Terropin with Phillipa's strange noises. Invertebrat with plenty of backbone. And The Witch with young Emma Bolter's spellbinding costume.
OK, let's get stuck in. Let's do some damage. Let the wars begin!
From Bedford, Onslaught.
The two ram weapons are powered by CO2 paintball bottles. The main drive comes from a forklift. The body shell's 15mm stainless steel sheet, back after disappointing in Series 2.
My name's Alan Wood. My son, David. My brother-in-law, Peter. And this is our machine, Onslaught. It's made up basically of one great big electric motor from a forklift truck. It has a lift front. It lifts about 16 inches from the floor, and we're able to lift our opposition right over. We have two spikes at the rear, and this is now our second wall.
From Huntingdon, Armour Geddon.
Could this bring about the end of the world for its opponents? With a swinging spike-covered arm, it's protected with pentagonal steel plates like a football, they say. Yeah, kick that idea into touch.
Hi, I'm Tom Collins. This is John Freeman. This is Don Wright. This is our robot Armour Geddon. We're from St Peter's School in Huntingdon. The robot has 2 separate modules, each with welded steel armour plates. The robot can spin on the spot, and this weapon can flip over the top, hopefully doing a fair bit of damage.
Roboteers, stand by.
Onslaught, the family team from Bedford, Alan Wood, David Wood and Peter Holland. And Armour Geddon from St Peter's School in Huntingdon, teacher Donald Wright, John Freeman and Tom Collins. Onslaught seems the nippier of the 2 robots. Armour Geddon, though, of course, basically, like a big ball, can roll around the arena floor and has that huge swinging arm. In comes Sergeant Bash, a lick of flame. Armour Geddon also has that SREMEC, the self-righting mechanism, and the arm looks rather pendulous at the moment, slamming in ineffectively on the arena floor, and Onslaught's doing all the work here. It's a busy little robot. Nippy, also aggressive. Onslaught turning away, but the main thing, of course, to avoid the arm and avoid being pushed into a CPZ, the corner patrol zone. That's a worthy tactic of any robot to nudge an opponent in there. Oh, goodness me! Armour Geddon steering very, 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 very close to the pit. Almost like the pendulum in the pit there. And it would have been a horror story, certainly, for Armour Geddon, and I think they've wedged themselves onto the edge of the pit with the spiked arm, and Bash thinks so too. Just coming in for a cursory glance. No, you're okay, carry on. In comes now Matilda with the tusks. Armour Geddon, roly-poly, and rolly out into the pit. Cease. Well done to the Onslaught team. And what went wrong with Armour Geddon? Looked punishing, but the steering was always a problem. And Onslaught nudging with that front scoop towards the pits. And in she went.
Onslaught go through.
There's me thinking this robot's fantastic. It's never going to... Oh, that's nice. It's never going to be immobilised. It's absolutely fantastic. I didn't know it was a kamikaze robot, though.
It wasn't. We had radio interference problems. We had virtually no control of the thing.
No.
We couldn't have done anything about it. I was pretty much powerless against that.
The Onslaught team victorious again.
Yes. Only just, though. The steering,
bit
the steering
lucky,
is
wasn't it?
bent considerably. It goes round and round in circles.
Oh, is that why? We thought it was just you.
Yes.
It was very lucky, though, wasn't it, for you? I mean, I'm not being rude. I'm just saying. It was lucky.
Yeah. I'll take the luck, I will. I'll take it.
OK.
Armour, get on out of it. You've gone. Onslaught through, and next up, Crusher against Beast of Bodmin.
From Bedford, Crusher.
It's passed its fitness test, but what about the weapon? If OK, it has 4.2 tons of force. It has a strong steel section exoskeleton shell. You try saying that.
Hi, I'm Oliver Brown. This is our robot Crusher. And this is Phil and Adam, our team. They have an electrically driven tracked robot. And we have a 2-stroke strimmer engine inside, driving a hydraulic pump to power the cylinder, which brings down the blade. Trap the enemy in here, blade comes down, lots and lots of damage, hopefully.
From Cornwall, Beast of Bodmin.
Was the Beast of Bodmin more myth, legend or real monster? This has a front tusk, a circular saw and a pneumatically controlled cheeky wink. Keep your eye on this one.
Hi, I'm Chris, this is Pete, this is Hender. You might recognise us from the last 2 wars as the Roadblock team, but we're back again. This is our new machine, the Beast of Bodmin. It's quite similar in the shape as Roadblock, but we've used sheathed aluminium for the majority of the body, and we've got some marine fiberglass at the back end, which is pretty tough.
This time round we're using a different sort of setup in terms of weapons. We've got a CO2 powered ram up at the front, but again we're using a petrol driven circular saw at the back. We've also got eyes this time round.
And this is the team in its former existence, the Roadblock winners of the first series of wars. It went to a judge's decision, but I'll tell you what, it's not dissimilar in design now to Beast of Bodmin.
Roboteers, stand by.
Crusher, with a team of young friends, Oliver Brown, Adam Pengilly and Phil West. And from Cornwall, Beast of Bodmin, Chris and Peter Kinsey, and Hender blew it on the left. Crusher doesn't look dissimilar to Razor we saw early on in this series. There you see with the blade. Now we were worried that the blade wouldn't work, and they're delighted it does, and already penetrating the outer shell of Beast of Bodmin. Fiberglass and aluminium panels, no match for the hydraulic Crusher. 4.2 tons of output force. Just being edged to the side by Beast of Bodmin. Eyes shut at the moment. Now open wide. And they won't want to see that. So all the early damage done to Beast of Bodmin.